Hey everybody, I'm back with another video, this time showing you guys how I do my modern, sort of updated interpretation of the classic victory roll. Bear in mind, this style has probably been done a million times, but this is my version and I applied what I think looks cool and updated and sort of funky, and yeah, I struggled quite a bit to do this wig, but I think the end result was pretty amazing, and if you would like to see what that looked like, stay tuned. So once I've taken all the rollers out of the wig, I go on to cut a couple of layers in the front and sides of the wig, and also I take some of the volume out at the back because the wig was actually really full and heavy and just really hard to work with. So I thinned it out a little bit just to make it a little bit more manageable and so that it would hold the teasing better. A quick note when you're cutting a synthetic wig is obviously trying to use really sharp scissors, but you don't have to use professional scissors for this. And what you do is you drag the scissors along the shaft of the hair so that it pulls some of the hair out with it. So once I'm done cutting and thinning out the wig, I start sectioning off all the sections that I intend to incorporate into the wig. I section off the front section first and I leave that for right at the end. And I take out the middle section and put that into a clip so that I can work on that on its own. And that way it just helps me organize myself so that I'm not getting, too tangled, because once you start teasing a wig, it can get really messy and confusing, and it helps to do it in sections just to keep yourself, from going a little bit crazy. So the first thing that you want to do is, once you've sectioned off all your sections, take the back section of the wig and comb or brush through it thoroughly to break down those sort of harsh curls and just to blend the wig at the back a little bit more. And you'll find that you'll start to get a bit of a wave pattern at the back, and that's what you want. Spray that with a little bit of hairspray and you can just sort of tie the back section off and save it for later. Once you're done with that, you can go on to the next step, which is pretty much taking the next big section of hair and working your way from the front to the back of that, back combing it with your, teasing comb or fine tooth comb and some hairspray. And you can pretty much decide how much volume you want to put in your wig, but I like to err on the safe side and not do too much. And then I just work section by section, back combing all that hair and laying it over itself. So when you're teasing a wig, you want to avoid packing all the hair down to the roots of the wig. I find that makes it really hard to work with later, but if you spray the hair with a little bit of hairspray and then just lightly sort of manipulate the hair so that it forms like a really light fluffy cloud of hair at the bottom of the wig, that just creates a really nice finish at the end, and you avoid having a really lumpy, bumpy tease in the wig. No one wants that. Once I'm done teasing all of that hair in the middle of the wig, I then, start smoothing all of that over on itself, and I spray it with a little bit of hairspray, and I tie that section off for later too. This will all make sense when you get to the front of the wig, because I find it's really hard to finish the back of the wig, especially in this kind of style, until the front is completely done. Okay, so at this point I start lightly back combing the section that will form the bigger victory roll, I guess, because I'm going to have one big victory roll and one smaller roll next to it, just to create like a sort of asymmetrical moment. I think that would look cool than just having them both be the exact same size.
What we do here is go back.
So, I don't know if you guys can tell in this video, but I was suffering. Like, I really, for some reason, was struggling to get all of this hair into this roll and have it just look... I think the hair was just way too long, so I should have probably cut more. But for whatever reason, it took me a really long time to get it to, like, look right. But I finally came about a way. And also, I find that, like, putting something that's round and smooth in the curl helped hold it in place. So definitely for next time, I'm gonna roll all of that hair around whatever sized cylinder I find around the house, so that I used a spray bottle in this video, but that helped a lot to just sort of hold the hair in place while you're styling it.